following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department. Right here.
Thank you very much, Alan. And we are at Riverview. We'll be back with Coach's Corner. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available at all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
The Ensley Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Ensley. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Ensley Agency at 622-1111.
Renina in 3, 2, 1. My guest on Coach's Corner, Nina Brenley, head coach of the Riverview Lady Bears. Bears coming in off a win the last game out.
Yeah.
And you know, and I know that's great to get that win, but you know, I thought when we had Tri-Valley a week or so ago, I thought you played pretty well that night. You know, they're really good, and I thought you hung in there pretty well against that. And overall, how do you feel as we push towards the tournament?
It was definitely nice to get the win. I will say we had a little bit of a rough, just, you know, everybody, including myself, kind of got down a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? We can't do this. We got to turn things around, pick it up. So we shared a few things with the girls, and we're trying to refocus, right? We're trying to be thankful that we get to come and play basketball. You know how many kids are out there that don't get to play for whatever reason. So my quote now for the next few weeks is from Michael Jordan, and it says, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I cannot accept not trying." So that's really what we're focusing on. We also shared 10 things that require zero talent. So, you know, the girls need to, and myself really, I hold myself just as accountable as the girls. We got to show up every day. We got to be on time. We got to bring energy. We got to stay positive, and we got to keep working. And so, and you know, I can't complain. My girls are working. They're showing up every day. They're having good attitudes. So we just need to kind of focus on what we can do. I think Maysville is going to be a good game, but I think it's also a game that, you know, we can't be scared, right? We got to come and we got to bring it. And I always tell the girls, if they give me 110%, I got no complaints. You know, it's just bring me 110%, and I don't care what the score is.
But you know what? I tell you what, that's a good life lesson, not only for basketball, for just in general for people. And I think that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the game today with Maysville. I know they're like 7-8, something like that. What can you tell us? Have you played them earlier?
No. This will be our first round. Really, all I can say is that I know through like 7th grade, right? Maysville's always been one of those games that we feel like we can compete against. Just depends if we show up for 4 quarters or not, right? We can't show up for 2 quarters or 3 quarters. We got to put 4 quarters together. And I think it's a team that we can not get beat by 30, 40 points, right? I think we can come and keep it close. And if the stars align, hey, good things can happen, right?
Hey, you're at home, and I always think that's a positive,
right,
you know,
that's right.
and you're coming off a win, so, you know,
Yes.
everybody's feeling a little better about themselves.
That's right.
All right, my last question always is health of the ball club. Everybody good? I know that there was sickness, but everybody seems to be running through it by now.
Yeah, we've got a few girls with sniffles. I keep saying, quit sharing your germs. But overall, we can't complain. We're pretty healthy.
Hey, listen, I appreciate your time and good luck.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we'll be back. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Ensley Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to ensley.agency.com.
Hi, I'm Reggie Miller. Hi, I'm Marty Miller. Tax refund season is here, and it's time to turn that refund into a ride. Come see us at RAM 5-Point Auto Sales, 1102 Chestnut Street. Where you driving dreams come true. Also, good luck to our favorite Redskin, Quentin Summers.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Einell Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance, with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Einell Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month, plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
It's the Start Something New sales event at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Coshocton, and the deals are bigger than ever. Right now, drive home a new Chrysler Pacifica with 1.9% financing, or step up to a 2026 Ram 1500 and get 0% interest. Plus, because you're shopping local, save up to $8,600 off MSRP. Just real savings from the dealership that's been serving Coshocton County for years. Hurry in today to Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Otsego Avenue in Coshocton, or shop us 24/7 at jeffdrennan.com.
Lubricants and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. Now with the starting lineups for us, here's Stephanie Snider.
Thanks, Dad. We'll get things started this morning with our visitors. The Maysville Lady Panthers will start number 3, senior Miley Fulkerson. Number 10, freshman Lila Jones. Number 13, freshman Evie Matthews. Number 20, senior Rachel Gundelfinger. And number 42, junior Sophie Dennis. The home team this morning, the Riverview Lady Black Bears, will start number 4, senior Courtney Mickle. Number 11, senior Reagan Foster. Number 20, sophomore Shiloh Kenzel. Number 23, sophomore Anna Mitchell. And number 33, senior Elena Brenley.
The starting lineups have been brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons, an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. R.J. Wright & Sons has locations in New Comerstown, New Philadelphia, Caldwell, and now Circleville. And Steph, it's going to be an interesting game, I think. Maysville, I believe, is in at 8-9. The Lady Bears are 2-13, but I think this is a game that they definitely could compete in.
Absolutely. The 2 games we've covered so far through Riverview has been against Tri-Valley, and they really hung with them, and they're coming off a win most recently, so I look for a competitive game this morning.
All right. It's funny you saying this morning.
Got to get used to that.
All right. Riverview controls the tip, and Elena Brenley has it. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Lady Bears. Goes right side to Mitchell. Mitchell out front. Work the perimeter, looking inside at Foster. Now dribbling to the right side's Kinzel. Dumps it down to Brenley. Brenley high-low down to Foster. Fakes, loses it off her foot, and it turns it over, and here comes Maysville. With the basketball is Miley Fulkerson. Fulkerson goes right side into the corner to Jones. Jones dribbles out front, hands it off to Matthews. Matthews trying to get downhill and now backs it out and goes to low plebs. They turn it over to Brenley with a steal, and she comes the other way for the Lady Bears. Brentley, spin move in, little runner on the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Dennis. Sophie Dennis gets it out, and here comes Maysville. Maysville has it deflected from behind, but they're going to call a foul on Reagan Foster. So she'll pick up her first, and it'll be Maysville basketball right in front of us. Molly Fulkerson will inbound. Goes into the corner with the basketball is going to be Gundelfinger. Looking. Now high post, little high-low action. Trying to push it down into the low block, and they go out and they work the perimeter. Now with the basketball is going to be Gundelfinger. Hands it off to Fulkerson. Now they just work that little weave outside, trying to get it in the low block. Almost travel, then we got a jump ball, and it'll be possession arrow will stay with Maysville. 6:49 to play in the first quarter, still no score. Maysville will be inbounding. Working back out top. Now they'll reset. There's a long triple on the way. That's going to be no good by Gundelfinger, and rebound comes down to Courtney Mickle. Mickle has that mask on, and she'll work towards the left side. Gives it up to Brenley, looking into Foster. Foster spins, now gets it back to Brenley. Brenley trying to get to the baseline, dumps it into the corner. Now in trouble, gives it out. Brenley put it down. She'll have to get right up. Somebody will have to break. And that's going to be a 5-second count, so it'll be a turnover for Riverview, their second. So with the basketball will be Maysville. Still no score. 6:17 to play in the opening quarter. Bringing it across the timeline will be Lila Jones. Jones has it. Works towards the right wing, gives it to Fulkerson. She dribbles to the top of the key, gets a high pick. Now tries to get it inside and turns it over. Brenley gets her second steal, and it's deflected out of bounds, and they'll stay with the Lady Bears. So inbounding will be Courtney Mickle. Mickle gets it into Brenley. And under 6 to play in the opening quarter. Brenley works towards the right side, crosses over, gets down into the paint area, kicks it off. There's a little jumper by Mickle. Back on, no good. Rebound comes down to Dennis. Sophie Dennis gets it out quickly the other way. Is going to be Jones. Lila Jones penetrates but has to kick it out, and they'll have to reset with Evie Matthews. Matthews has it. Gives it up, skip pass all the way across. Nice move to the hoop. Shot's blocked by Foster. Getting the rebound and skipping it out. Missing the shot is going to be Matthews. And picking up a personal foul will be Fulkerson. Missing that first shot was Lila Jones and had it blocked, but it came up to Maysville. Now Riverview has it against pressure, and Reagan Foster has somebody wide open but doesn't get it to her, and both teams with turnover. Jones comes the other way, dumps it a little block. Now they give it back up, and laying it in is going to be Evie Matthews. First hoop of the game goes to Maysville. They lead 2-0. Breaks the pressure, and Foster has it deflected out of bounds, so it'll stay with Riverview. 4:56 to play here in the first half. 2-0, Maysville with the lead. Dumps it down low to Foster, and she's looking. Now she puts it on the deck. Spin move, misses the shot. The rebound, it comes down to Dennis, but she's tied up by number 23 for Riverview. That's Savannah Mitchell, and it will stay with Riverview. Mickle will be the inbounder. Courtney Mickle looking. Gives it to Brinley on the left wing, trying to get baseline. Spins in the lane. Little runner on the rim and in. First basket for Riverview goes to Elena Brinley, and we're tied at 2. Quickly the other way is Maysville, all the way across. A little wide open shot. It's going to be missed, and rebound Brinley. Shot was missed by Matthews. Brinley brings it herself. Stops, kick to Mickle. She's going to try a triple. That's back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Riverview, and grabbing that rebound was Kinzel. And she passes it out, and Brinley has it. Brinley out top, works towards the left wing, picks up her dribble, now hands it to Mickle. She's going to try another triple. This time it's short off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Matthews, and we've got a foul. Picking up that personal foul will be number 23, and that's Anna Mitchell. 2-2 our score with 4:06 to play here in the opening quarter. Checking out of the lineup will be Gundelfinger, and getting in looks to be Isabella Van Way. So Maysville has it. There's a long triple on the way. That's going to be back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Vanderweg, passes it out, and hitting the shot will be Sophie Dennis. So Sophie Dennis makes it 4-2. Full court pressure. They beat it easily. Gives it to Brinley. Brinley goes downhill, spins in. Little fadeaway jumper on the rim, no good. Rebound comes down and quickly out. Van Way rebounded, running the floor nicely. Missing the shot was Dennis. Brinley rebounded it, and Foster picks it up. Now gets it up. Foster crosses over, down the center of the floor, into the corner, throws it away, threw it behind Mickle. So the ball go over to Maysville. 4-2 our score here in the opening quarter. 3:18 to play in the first period. Bringing the ball across the timeline will be Lila Jones. And Jones out front. Hands it off to Matthews. Matthews dribbles to the left side. Has the ball deflected, but Maysville keeps it. Skips it inside, and stealing it's Mickle. Nice steal for Courtney Mickle. Turnover for Maysville, their third. And Mickle has it for Riverview. Trying to get to the sideline. Bump, no call now. We have a blocking foul. Picking up that foul will be number 23, Isabella Van Way. So with the basketball will be Riverview. Brinley has it, trying to get baseline. Cut off, now skips it out. Let's see if they can run it down. They can. Brinley gets to it. She tries to get downhill, stops, kicks it out. And there's going to be a 3-ball on the way. That shot is no good by Kinzel. Rebound on the deck, and Foster comes up with it and gets a timeout. So nice hustle by Riverview. Kinzel missed the shot, but Foster hustles and gets the rebound. And it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger in order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village.
So far, Riverview's doing a nice job defensively. They're communicating. Everyone's sticking with their person, trying to knock down silly passes. Also trying to make sure they get in the passing lane. Offensively, looking inside, I can hear Coach Brenley kind of yelling about getting inside. And I know that they're up against some good height from Maysville, but also taking advantage of the opportunities, like with shooting from the outside, just like Courtney Mickle has. I know they didn't fall, but they're going to have to take advantage of anything that Maysville can give them in terms of working through their offense today.
All right, and we Riverview ball on the baseline. Dump it down to Foster. Foster squares up, looking, now puts it on the deck. Goes crossed into the lane. Now gives to Brenley. Brenley downhill has a shot blocked, but they're going to call foul, and she'll line to shoot 2. Picking up that personal foul is number 10. That's Lila Jones. Be her first, team's third, and Elena Brenley at the line. She has the only 2 for Riverview. And rolls it in. Has it 3. 4-3 our score. Getting in for Riverview will be Anna Mitchell. Looks to be number 5. That's Arola Salonis. Second free throw rolls in as well. So Brindley ties the game at 4. And here comes Maysville. Panthers have it. Skip pass all the way across. Now trying to get in that low block area. A little up fake. A little fadeaway jumper. It's going to be short, no good, but it'll be off Foster. Missing that shot was Van Way. So Maysville have it on the baseline, and triggering in will be number 10, Lila Jones. Jones inbounding, looking, still looking, now dumps it down low. Little fadeaway jumper is going to be short, no good. Rebound grabbed by number 22, Savannah Mitchell. Missing that shot was Matthews. Here comes Brindley. Tied at 4 with 1:54 to play here in the opening quarter. Brindley has it, looking. Now picks up her dribble, hands it to Polonis. Outside. Salonis gets it over to Mickle. Mickle dribbles to the center of the floor, stops, a little fadeaway jumper, off the rim, no good. Ball loose on the deck, and rebound comes down to number 3, Miley Fulkerson. Fulkerson gets it ahead to Matthews. Now back to Matthews. Shoots 3 balls short, no good, and rebound comes down to Salonis and gets it over to Reagan Foster, who brings it across with 1:16 to play in the opening quarter. Foster tries to break down, gives it up to Mickle. Mickle off the dribble. Little runner has shot blocked, and rebound comes down to number 23, Van Way. Head of the pack, and laying it in is going to be Evie Matthews, her second basket. Makes it 6-4, and you were right, Steph. A lot of size for Maysville. Under a minute to play here. Brindley beats the pressure, gets it ahead to Salonis, gets it back out front. Mickle has it stripped, and Riverview maintains. They get it to Brindley. Now they have some numbers. Dumps it down low to Foster, and she lays it in. Nice pass from Brindley to Foster, and we're tied at 6. Quickly the other way, and the ball stolen by Mickle. Turnover for Maysville, their 4th. 27 seconds to play in the opening quarter, tied at 6. Mickle works left wing, hands it to Foster. Foster dribbles back to the center of the floor. Hands it off to Salonis. Salonis back out, skip pass over to Mickle. She's going to let a long triple go. That's going to bounce around, no good. Rebound comes down to Fulkerson. She goes ahead of the pack, and missing the layup was Matthews. No call. Brindley has it. Ball's loose on the deck, and that's the end of the first quarter. Probably go as a turnover for Riverview. So after one quarter, we're tied at 6. We'll be back. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Great care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back that health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
This is John from the Warehouse Restaurant in Roscoe Village. The Warehouse is again proud to sponsor the player of the game, where they will receive our legendary onion rings and our famous cheeseburger. The Warehouse is the place to go before or after the game, or the place to be to watch your favorite college or professional team. The Warehouse is open 7 days a week, 11 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and 11 to 5 on Sunday. Good luck to all the area high school teams.
Steph, interesting first quarter.
Yeah, that's an even matchup from what we can see so far. 6 points for either team, 4 turnovers for both teams. And so coming back out, Riverview needing to be patient offensively. I think they are trying to attack inside the paint, but like we talked about in the first quarter, they have some size with Maysville. So looking for the outside shot also needs to be an option for Riverview.
All right, it'll be Maysville with the basketball when we resume play, tied at 6. Inbounding will be Miley Fulkerson, and we're underway in the second quarter. Lila Jones has it, goes to Fulkerson. She's going to let a triple go from the right wing. Back out, no good. Rebound comes down to Riverview and Anna Mitchell. Mitchell hands it to Brindley, and Brindley will walk it across the timeline here. 6-6 in the second quarter. Out front, Riverview trying to get down low. Dumps it down in the low block area. Ball deflected. Taking the shot from the wing, missing it long, is going to be number 2, Shiloh Kinzel. Quickly the other way, laying it up and in is going to be number 10. That would be Lila Jones, gets her first basket. And it's now 8-6. And Foster dribbles it off her foot, and the ball is turned over. Now going in for another layup as for Maysville is Lila Jones. So back-to-back buckets for Lila Jones. Now a 4-point lead for Maysville, 10-6. They get it into Foster. Foster looking, and they're trying to get, now she gets it across, throws it all the way down, gets it up to Brentley. Off-balance shot's no good. Rebound comes down to Way. Quickly ahead, they got somebody leaking out and scoring the baskets, Gundelfinger. And 6 straight points to start the second quarter for Maysville. And Riverview wants to take a timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law, trusted legal care right here at home.
Ready to take charge of your own health? Maryland's Natural Foods is here to help with free consultations and high-quality products that produce results, not side effects. For more information, find them at Maryland'sNaturalFoods.com. That's Maryland'sNaturalFoods.com.
Well, 6 quick unanswered points, from Maysville. Coach Brentley wanted to call that quick timeout to make sure everyone is set, with a little bit of pressure from what we've seen so far. When Riverview has had opponents who put a lot of pressure on the ball, they do struggle a little bit. So probably talking through, making sure they have a plan, breaking the press, and then what they're going to do offensively to score.
All right, now we're underway, and Reagan Foster gets it back to Meckel, check back in. Back to Foster, they just passing over the top to Brentley. They double team her, but she steps through it. Gets to Foster, now to Brentley, ends low, and she lays it up in, and she's fouled. Elena Brentley got the pass, stepped through, scored the basket, and she'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
And she's the only athlete so far in the game to be at the line already, where she's 2 of 2.
Has 6 points to lead the way for the Lady Bears. Getting back in the lineup, Evie Matthews for Maysville, and Brentley at the line. One shot coming, and she knocks it down. 3-point play for Elena Brentley, cuts the lead back to 12-9. Here comes Maysville, dumps it down low, it's stolen away. Foster has it, she brings it herself. Gives it up to Brentley. Brentley from deep. Now she works into the lane area. Now backs it out. Resets. Dribbles to the left side. Still dribbling. Now ball's loose. And she has it. Now she'll bring it across and deflect it away. Takes it down there. Now she's going to be fouled. Bumped by Maysville's number 10. That is Lila Jones. And it'll be out of bounds to Riverview. Second team foul for the Lady Panthers. And that's her second foul. Getting up and checking in will be Kinley Carter. And taking a break will be Jones. And looks like Maysville wants a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Brillhart's now offer car rentals and towing. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 2702 South 6th Street in Coshocton.
Riverview did a pretty nice job breaking the press the last time down the floor, which again resulted in scoring, but it's all about kind of attacking. Once they do break the press and things aren't a little scattered, they have their composure, then Elena Brentley attacking the basket has been successful this year, so I look for her to continue doing that. She plays well off of Reagan Foster as well, and so it looks like Riverview's going to take the ball out of bounds to continue the quarter.
All right, it'll be Meckel being the inbounder. 12-9 our score. Maysville leading, get into Foster. She misses the shot, ball tipped and comes up to Foster. Foster rebounds, missed it again, layup. And this time the rebound comes down to Carter. Carter ahead, spinning inside, missing the shot is Maysville. Ball's on the deck, but Maysville gets the rebound. Missing that shot was Matthews. And there's a steal. Now Reagan Foster ahead of the pack. Loses control, but puts it up, missed it. And it's out of bounds to Riverview.
Settle down, use the backboard.
And
over.
That ball went out off of number 5, Kinley Carter. So they get it inside to Foster. Gives it up to Mickle. Mickle into the lane. Stops. Little floater on the rim. No good. Ball's rebounded and down. Pulled down by Sophie Dennis. And she'll bring it herself. Dennis gets it ahead to Gundelfinger. Now they'll reset with Evie Matthews. Matthews off the dribble to the right side. Gundelfinger has a wide open look for three. Back iron no good. Rebound inside and scoring the basket, Sophie Dennis. Dennis grabbed the rebound, laid it in, makes it now 14-9 with 5:05 to play. Mickle has it. Now Maysville's dropped the pressure back. And Mickle will bring it across the timeline for Riverview to Foster. Now to Brenly in the corner. Back out top, and then to Foster, just working inside out. Now gives it up. Now work it to Brenly. They're in the zone. That's Foster steps through. Had the shot, didn't take it. Now skips it back. There's a three ball. That's going to be right through for Courtney Mickle. Mickle from deep gets her first basket. She has 3 points, and it's now a 2-point game at 14-12. Dumping it down low and laying it in is going to be Sophie Dennis. That size advantage. She just lobbed it inside, and she puts it in. Makes it 16-12 with 4:22 to go here in the first half. Riverview now just working the perimeter. Foster dumps it to Brenly at the foul line extended. Now kicks it out. Mickle's going to try another triple and hits another one. Back-to-back triples for Courtney Mickle. And it's now a 16-15 game with Maysville a 1-point lead. Now there's going to be a three ball for Maysville, and they hit it. And that's going to be Evie Matthews hits a triple. So the shooting definitely picking up here in the second period. 19-15, 4-point lead for Maysville. Riverview with the basketball. Working back out front's Mickle, left wing to Foster. Foster steps through, skip pass out. Now they work the perimeter. There's a shot from the wing. That shot no good. Shot was missed by Kinzel. But Foster rebounded it and gets it over to Mickle, back to Brenly. Brenly against pressure. Now passes it over to the right wing. Gives it up. Now goes out top. Foster. Foster. Skip pass over. Now they'll reset. Dumps a high-low to Foster. Steps through and scores the basket. Reagan Foster now with 4 points in the ball game. Makes it now 19-17. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Matthews down, a kick pass out. That's going to be wide right, and getting the rebound was the shooter, Kinley Carter. Dumps it in. Now we got a whistle. Reagan Foster is going to pick up the personal foul. For Riverview getting in, 21 is Tori Robinson, and getting back also Arola Salonis. So with the basketball will be Maysville. They get it out front. Wide open foul line shot. That's going to be short and trying to run down the rebound. Not able to do it. Sophie Dennis missed the shot, and the ball was deflected out of bounds. It'll go to Riverview. 19-17, 2:44 to play in the first half. Mickle slowly brings it across the timeline, works left side. Taking their time, trying to get something open. Salonis looks at, dumps skip pass all the way to Mickle, and dumps it down inside. Nice pass. Now Mickle's going to try her third straight triple. That's going to be long, no good. And the ball was deflected out of bounds by Isabella Van Way, so it'll stay with Riverview. 19-17, 2:21 to play here in the first half. Pass goes all the way out to Salonis. She's going to try a long three. That's going to be off, no good. And the ball is going to be deflected out of bounds. I believe Salonis will pick up the personal foul. She does. So it'll be Maysville basketball. Maysville with the ball. Brings it up slowly. Is going to be Evie Matthews. Matthews gets the high pick, now hands it off, and they run a little weave out front to Gundelfinger, and she takes the shot, and that's going to be long and out of bounds, so the ball will go over to Riverview. 2:03 to play in the first half. Courtney Mickle slowly brings it across the timeline for the Lady Bears. Right side Salonis. Back it goes to Mickle. Solanas just working the perimeter. Under 2 to play. Dumps it to Brinley. Brinley stops, bounces a pass over there, and we've got a tie-up and a jump ball. As Tori Robinson wasn't able to handle it. It'll stay with Riverview with 1:45 to play here in the first half. Lila Jones will get back for Maysville. All the way out front to Brinley. Brinley off the dribble, downhill, steps through, dumps a nice pass down, but shot is blocked. Skip pass goes out. No, stolen away by Van Way, but Riverview hustling for it, but Van Way comes up with it. Matthews now. Matthews steps through, missed the shot. Rebound, back up and in by Sophie Dennis. Shot was missed, but Dennis right there to grab the rebound. Score makes it 21-17 as Mickle brings it across the timeline for Riverview. Solanas has it outside. Picks it up, dumps it to Brinley. Brinley back to Solanas. She's going to try a triple from the wing. That's going to be no good, but rebounding the basketball is Tori Robinson. Her shot's no good. Brinley grabs the rebound, puts it in, but that's going to be waved off. So it'll be hit the guide wire, so it'll be Maysville basketball with exactly 1 minute to play here in the first half. Maysville trying to get it in low. They do, and traveling was going to be called on Sophie Dennis. She kind of slipped and got down, but picked up that pivot foot. So the ball goes over to the Lady Bears, and Solanas will bring it across for Riverview. Mickle has it on the left wing. Zone defense still by Maysville. Dumps it into the foul line. There's a chopper from the wing. That shot's no good by Brinley, and the rebound comes down to number 21. Quickly the other way. Scoop shot is no good. Shot missed by Gundelfinger and out of bounds to Riverview. Ball's deflected around. 27 seconds to play now here in the first half. Here comes Riverview trailing by 4. See if they play it down to 1. Brinley into the corner. There's a 3-ball shot. Shot's no good by Robinson. Ball's loose. And picking up that personal foul will be Anna Mitchell for Riverview. Be her third. 10 seconds to play here in this quarter. They get it in quickly. Coming the other way is Lila Jones. Steps through. And let's see if they call travel. They do. Good defense by Riverview. Tried to step through off the offside but couldn't do it. So now with 5 seconds, Brinley will come quickly. Down to 3. Brinley stops, gives it up. There's a 3-ball at the buzzer. Shot is short by Solanas, and we played 1 half of basketball. So after the 1 half of basketball, it is Maysville out in front of Riverview by a score of 21-17. We'll be back with the halftime report. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home has been serving Coshocton area families for over 70 years. I am Jessica Paisley, and we are honored that so many of you have chosen Given Dawson Paisley. Our membership in the Dignity Memorial Network allows us to offer services that no other funeral home can offer. Whether you are pre-planning or in your time of need, Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home would be honored to serve your family now and in the future.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Here's something you might not know. You get to choose your title company. At Dogwood Title, LLC, they put you in control. Their team is local, experienced, and dedicated to making your closing smooth, accurate, and stress-free. They work with your lender or realtor, or without them, to protect your property rights from contract to keys. Don't leave one of your biggest investments to chance. Choose the team that puts you first. Dogwood Title, LLC, where your home's story is protected. Call them today at 740 202-9557 or visit dogwoodtitlellc.com.
I'm Stacy Rice from Coshocton Collision Center. Winter driving can be hazardous, so be careful when you drive and the weather turns bad. If you have an accident, come to Coshocton Collision Center. We use the latest environmentally friendly paint products from PPG. We put you, the customer, first by using these products to preserve our environment. We complete auto body repairs as promised, offer free computerized estimates, and guarantee our work. For all your body repair needs, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson's Carpet and Furniture, or call 623-7347.
At Coshocton Dentistry, Dr. Brian Dunlap and Dr. Patrick Lauper provide expert dental care in a comfortable, family-friendly environment. From routine checkups to advanced treatments, your smile is a priority at Coshocton Dentistry. Located on Main Street in Coshocton, where we treat you like family, contact Coshocton Dentistry today and experience the care you deserve. Now accepting new patients. Visit us online today at CoshoctonDentistry.com.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
While the big banks are closing branches and leaving small towns behind, we're doing the opposite. Hi, this is John Brown, and at Baltic State Bank, we believe in investing in our communities. That's why we're proud to open our brand new branch in West Lafayette, where you'll always find friendly faces, personalized service, and modern banking tools to make your life easier. Come see the difference a truly local bank can make, because when our community grows, we all grow together. Baltic State Bank. It's a local thing. Member FDIC.
Stats are brought to you by Bradford Financial Group. Bradford Financial Group provides wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Visit them at 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton. And Riverview Maysville in a good ball game here this afternoon. It's after the first period they were tied at 6. Maysville had a good second quarter, outscoring Riverview 14-11, and they now lead at 21-17. As we get ready to start the second half. Taking a look at individual scoring in the ball game. First for Riverview, they were led by Elena Brenley. Brenley had 7 points on 2 field goals and 3 free throws. Courtney Mickle had 6 on a pair of triples, and Reagan Foster had a couple baskets for 4. That's the 17-point total for the Lady Bears. For Maysville, they were led by Sophie Dennis from the inside. She had 4 field goals for 8 points. Evie Matthews had a triple and 2 two-point field goals for 7. Lila Jones, 4 points, and Rachel Gundelfinger, she had 2. That is the 21-point total for the Maysville Lady Panthers. Now with the first half team numbers, here's Stephanie Snider.
All right, Dad, thanks. We'll start with Riverview. They have their total score of 17 points. When it comes to their 3-point shooting, they are 2 of 11 for 18%. With their 2-point field goals, they are 4 of 19 for 21%. They're perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line so far today. They have 12 team rebounds and 6 turnovers from the first half. Maysville has their total score of 21 points. With their 3-point shooting, they are 1 of 8 for 13%. With their 2-point field goals, they are 9 of 21 for 43%. They've not made it to the free throw line yet today. They've pulled down 19 team rebounds in the first half and have 8 turnovers.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty evenly played first half. You know, Maysville does have the 4-point lead that they generated late, but all in all, a really good basketball game.
Absolutely, and I think, looking at what Maysville chose to do in the second quarter with going more into that zone, they have a little bit of pressure. Riverview struggled going into the second quarter with that pressure at the full court. Coach Brenley got that timeout after those 6 quick buckets, and so things kind of evened out. Maysville dropped off the full court pressure, went into a zone, and they were putting Elena Brenley or Reagan Foster at the free throw line to just try to get some ball movement. Courtney Mickle was able to hit 2 of those 3-pointers that help keep them in the game. And so looking for that outside shooting if they would continue to stay in that zone, and then try to get the backside board should they not hit. But, Reagan Foster took a break late in the first half. And, again, just making sure that there's some ball movement from Riverview if they're going to continue to be in this zone or man-to-man. And just making sure they keep their composure and not get too frantic, too frazzled will help them have a great second half as well.
I thought that really the one thing Riverview was able to do, especially in that first quarter a little bit, is they didn't score off of it, but they were breaking the pressure and getting opportunities. And I thought that with Maysville having to drop that off, that really was a helpful factor for Riverview.
Yeah, I agree, because we have seen some instances so far. The 2 times we've seen Riverview so far this season have been against Tri-Valley, they're just known for their relentless pressure. And so I feel like, also like you were saying during the pregame with Coach Brenly, we're heading towards the tournament already, and I have already seen some growth out of Riverview, some ability to make sure that they can handle the basketball and look so they can, make good passes. And so you can see the progression already at this point in the season. And so just one quick timeout, talking through what to do with the press and making sure they're looking up, seeing what's available. And then, like you said, Maysville dropped it off. And so I think that really helped them, hopefully, with their confidence and seeing what they could do with their outside shooting, and even trying to get the ball inside and even dump it down low on the block a couple times, which is how Elena Brenly got to the free throw line. So she's pretty strong with the ball. So just making sure they take advantage of every opportunity that Maysville can give them to be successful.
All right, the first half stats are brought to you by Bradford Financial Group. Bradford Financial Group provides wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Call them at 740-622-3347. It's 21-17. Maysville up at the half. We'll be back. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Wake up with a cup of freshly brewed McCafe Premium Roast Coffee made with 100% Arabica beans. Then treat yourself to one of our delicious breakfast bagel sandwiches. For a truly satisfying way to start your morning, choose a tender steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or savory sausage with a fluffy egg and 2 slices of cheese, all in a toasted bagel, only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
In our community, buying local isn't a choice, it's a way of life. At Jeff Drennan Dealerships, we're proud to be your local choice for all your automotive needs. For over 2 decades, we have been a proud supporter of everything Coshocton. From sales to service, our commitment to our neighborhood shines through in everything we do. Support your community. Buy local at Jeff Drennan Dealerships, because here, you're not just a customer, you're family.
The Fisher Funeral Home in Warsaw is proud to sponsor this event as we support the families and individuals that have trusted us with their business through our 4 generations of service to the community. As the oldest family-owned and operated funeral home in Coshocton County, we understand the importance of supporting our youth and fostering pride in our community. Please call us anytime at 740-824-3515 for any of your pre-need or at-need funeral counseling needs. You can also visit our website at fisherfuneralhome.com. The Fisher Funeral Home, serving others as we would like to be served since 1937.
Second half about to unfold. There's the buzzer, and it'll be Maysville basketball when we resume. The referee, Mr. Spinell, hands it off, and we're underway. Dumps it down in low post once again. Little turn move and scoring the basket. Sophie Dennis. She's had a good ball game. Has 10 points. And when they've been able to get it to that low block area, she's been effective. Now Maysville back with their pressure. Riverview beats it again. Mickle has it. Goes to Brenly down low. Backs it out. Hands it off. There's going to be a 3 ball from the wing. That shot is going to be short by Kinzel. Rebound came down to Foster. Shot missed by Brenly. It might have been partially blocked and comes up to Sophie Dennis. Now she gets it ahead. Coming up quickly is going to be Lila Jones. Going all the way to the basket and scoring. Jones just beat her off the dribble and gets the hoop. Foul's going to be on Savannah Mitchell.
And this is the first opportunity that Maysville's had from the line today. See if she can finish the 3-point play.
Jones with 6 points in the game and make that 7 as she knocks down the throw. 3-point play and makes it now 26-17. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead for Maysville. Pressure Reagan Foster passes over the top, gives it over to Brindley. Now he has it deflected and stolen away, and that's a turnover. And with the basketball is going to be Miley Fulkerson. Fulkerson goes over, and it's stolen away by Courtney Mickle. The ball still loose, still loose, and now Brindley comes up with it. Brindley steps through, nice move, and scores. Nice move by Elena Brindley. She has 9 in the ball game. They go down, and Brindley with a steal. So Brindley crosses over, gets down, stops, gives it up to Foster. She steps through, and she scores it. So Reagan Foster gets 2 quick baskets. Now it's 26-21, and now Maysville wants a timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Looking for a place to bring the family, grab a bite, and enjoy the game? Come on down to Shaw's Corner right here in Coshocton at 502 Main Street. Every Wednesday from 4 to 8 p.m., it's burger night. Juicy burgers, great food, and drink specials that make it worth the trip. With a family-friendly atmosphere, walls full of local sports memorabilia, and plenty of good times, Shaw's Corner is the spot to be. Don't just hear about it. Stop in today and see why Shaw's Corner is where Coshocton comes together. Open daily at 4 p.m.
Stein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak and Stein in Roscoe Village.
So, Maysville came out of the gate and got those quick points. Dennis, like you said, is having a tremendous game. She really moves well there in that block area. But I got to say, Riverview's response was great to see. They didn't fold. They came back with 2 quick buckets. They were able to score, keep the game close, and so getting that timeout on behalf of Maysville to kind of figure out what they could do differently. But I really give credit to Riverview for coming back and being able to score quickly off of what looked like a rough start.
All right, here comes Maysville. They're slowly across the timeline. Jones gets it over the left side. Now they skip pass all the way across, trying to get it in low. Ball's deflected and stolen away by Brindley again. She has the basketball. That's traffic cleared. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Lady Bears. Elena Brindley dribbling towards the right wing. Now gives it out front. Mickle's shot from the wing. It's going to hit the guide wire, and that'll be out of bounds to Maysville. So the Panthers have it with 6:05 to play here in the third quarter. Across the timeline, down low, and laying it in easily is going to be Sophie Dennis. That's 12 points for her. Once again, they just manage to. She does a good job of posting low and gets that basket.
She does. I just think there was a miscommunication defensively. She wasn't being covered.
So with the ball is Brindley out front. Looking. Now gives it up out top. With the basketball is going to be Kenzel. Into the corner it goes. Brindley has it down low, and that's going to be a foul from behind. Will be on Evie Matthews. Trying to reach around from the back, so it'll be Riverview basketball on the baseline. 28-21, 5:32 to play in the third period. All the way out to Brindley. Brindley off the dribble. Spin move inside, gives it to Foster. Foster tries to get downhill, dumps it down low. Tried to get it down to Mitchell. And it was deflected out of bounds, so the ball will stay with Riverview. Courtney Mickle will be the inbounder. Mickle looking. Dumps it to Foster. She has it. Gives it, thought about giving it, does give it to Brindley. She skips it out to Mickle, and now they'll reset the offense. Now to Brindley. Spin move inside, puts it on the rim, missed the shot, got her own rebound. Dumped it down low, and drawing the foul is going to be number 23, Anna Mitchell. So Brindley missed it, grabbed the rebound, got it over to Anna Mitchell, and she'll go to the line to shoot. 2 free throws. Her first throw is back on, no good. Let's try to split the pair. Checking in will be Rachel Gundelfinger. And coming out will be Isabella Van Way for Maysville. Second throw, that's good for Mitchell. Gets her first point of the night. And it's now 28-22. Quickly down is Jones. Jones stops, has the ball deflected, but they gets it out front to Matthews. Matthews dribbles left wing. They just run that weave to the outside. The ball is kicked out of bounds by Brindley, so it'll stay with Maysville. 28-22, 4:52 to play here in the third quarter. So it'll be out of bounds. Triggering in will be number 10. That's Lila Jones. Gets it out front. There's a three ball on the way. Shot is no good by Gundelfinger and goes out of bounds to Riverview. Ball hit the back of the rim and no one able to track it down. So with the basketball will be the Lady Bears, and it'll be Courtney Mickle. They try to go for the double team, but they just pass over the top. Get it over to Brindley. Brindley downhill, stops, dumps a nice pass down low, laying it up and in is going to be Anna Mitchell. Nice pass from Brindley. And it's now a 4-point game at 28-24. Trying to step through was Matthews, but she had to go back out. We have a holding call. I believe it'll be Reagan Foster. And it will be. She'll pick up the foul. It'll be her third. So inbounding will be Lila Jones. Jones looking, goes all the way across. Dumps it down low. Jones gets it right back. Dumps it out front, straight downhill. Got away with a little bit of a walk. There's a three ball from the wing, and right through. Hitting that triple was Lila Jones. She has 6 1/4, 10 in a game, and it's now a 7-point game at 31-24. Reagan Foster to Brindley. Brindley, skip pass out to Courtney Mickle, wide open three, got it. That's 3 triples tonight for Courtney Mickle. Another assist for Brindley. Back out front, 31-27. Maysville working out front. Now they go to the left corner. There's a three ball from the wing. That's going to be good. Hitting that three is Evie Matthews. That's her second three of the day. Now she's in double figures with 10 points. Both teams heating up from the field all the way down. Passes goes over, putting up a shot from the wing. That's going to be no good. Shot was missed by Kinzel. And it gets to Brindley. Brindley steps through and scores it. Elena Brindley into double figures with 11 points. 34-29. Brindley with a steal. She's had a nice ball game here tonight, and then she's going to be fouled. And picking up that foul will be Miley Fulkerson. So it'll be out of bounds to Riverview. Only the third team foul with 3:01 to play here in the third. Checking in will be Isabella Van Way, and checking out will be Miley Fulkerson. For Riverview getting in will be number 10, Josephine Wright. Also getting in, number 12 is Miley Clark. So now we're ready to go. Brindley will walk it across the timeline as we go under 3 minutes here in the third. Brindley dribbles towards the left wing. Now hands it off to Mickle. Mickle dribbles back out top. Goes to Brindley. Brindley, nice move inside. Nice pass down low. Shot is up and no good by Foster. Rebound comes down to Van Way and gives it up to number 13. That's Matthews. Down low, back out front. Trying to work inside's Dennis. Now they get it out and she traveled. Traveling with the basketball was number 10, Lila Jones. So turnover for Maysville, their 13th, compared to only 7 for Riverview. The Bears have done a nice job not turning it over here this afternoon. Courtney Mickle walks it across the timeline, goes left side to Brindley. Brindley looking for cutters, now off the dribble, goes down, has to back it out as they double team. Now she'll reset the offense for the Lady Bears. Still dribbling, goes into the corner to Mickle. Mickle back out front. Now she's going to go down there and skip pass out to Wright. Now gives it up to Foster, had the jumper. Now she puts it up, missed it, got her own rebound. Skip pass out to Brindley. Brindley backs it out and resets with 1:48 to play in the third period. Elena Brindley just dribbling out front now to reset the offense. Hands it off to Mickle. Goes across with the basketball is Clark. All the way across it goes to Wright. Back to Brindley. Brindley off the dribble. Crosses over. Gets down, little runner, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go up the line to shoot 2. Little spin move. And picking up that foul will be Isabella Van Way, and Elena Brindley will be at the line to shoot a pair.
And so far today, she is 3 of 3.
3 of 3 and has 11 points to lead the way for the Lady Bears. Also done about everything else as well here this afternoon. Gives it a couple bounces. And that's right through. Brindley with 12, 5 in the quarter. 4-point game at 34-30. Her second throw, good as well. She knocks them both down. 34-31, 1:22 to play here in the third period. Maysville crossed the timeline, and Matthews gets down, and Brindley has the basketball. Elena Brindley with numbers, steps to herself, throws one up, this time misses, but comes down, and she's going to pick up a foul. Grabbing that rebound was Van Way, and Brindley hooked her on the arm. But that's only her first foul, team second, so it'll be Maysville basketball. And Foster's going to pick up that foul. That's not good. That's her fourth. And that's her fourth personal foul. Now let's see and bringing the ball up across the timeline will be Jones, and there's going to be a 3-ball on the way. That's going to be short by Matthews. Rebound to Brindley. Brindley gets it out to Foster with 50 seconds to go, all the way down to Mickle. Mickle backs it out and resets the offense. 34-31 with 44 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Courtney Mickle all the way across to Brindley. Brindley penetrates, dumps it down to Foster. She puts it up, missed a shot. Rebound comes down to Van Way. Numbers is stepping through and scoring the basket's going to be, I believe, number 13, Evie Matthews. And she'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity. So Matthews with 12 points now. Nice move there. Makes it 36-31. Foster will have to come out with those 4 fouls, and getting back will be Anna Mitchell. So Matthews will go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity with 28 seconds to go here in the quarter. And she hits him, she knocks it down. She has 13 in the ball game, and it's 37-31. Every time Riverview gets within shouting distance, they stretch it out again. 6-point lead with the ball on the right side. Trying to force it inside, but they turn it over, but they get it right back. Brindley has it with 12, and Coach Brindley wants a 30-second timeout. It'll be a 30-second, so we'll stay right here. The Warehouse Steak and Stein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game received a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak and Stein in Roscoe Village.
Riverview has done a really nice job in this game, taking care of the basketball, just now trying to dish it into Elena Brindley. You know, that forced a turnover, but then Maysville turned it over and right back into Riverview, so Coach Brindley called us quick timeout to try to, with only a couple seconds left in third quarter, hoping to score. Like you said, you know, every time Riverview gets within, you know, fighting distance, it seems that Maysville does a few things to kind of get a bit more of a lead. And so with only 11 seconds left, they've drawn something up that will hopefully get them a little closer as we enter the fourth quarter.
All right, they got the quick timeout, wanted to set up a play here with only 11 seconds to play here in the third. Mickle inbound to Brindley. Brindley squares up with 9, steps through and scores it. It worked. Elena Brindley with a big basket. And the shot at the buzzer is no good, and we've played 3 quarters, and it remains a 4-point game as Maysville leads Riverview 37-33. We'll be back. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Hi, I'm Kyle Hamilton from the Home Loan Savings Bank. At Home Loan, we have a full array of services to meet every one of your financial needs. Even though we're a community bank, we offer the same services as the larger banks. We believe there is no place like home. So when you walk through our doors, we will treat you like family. We offer a full array of deposit and loan products to meet your financial needs. You can rest knowing your experience will be comfortable just like home. So stop by and see the difference at the Home Loan Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
7:33. It'll be Riverview with the opportunity to start play here in this period.
And I feel like I say it all the time, keep your composure. You know, whatever team comes out victorious is going to make sure that they handle the ball well. Maysville's had several turnovers, so seeing the composure they can keep in this fourth quarter.
All right, Reagan Foster back on the floor now for Riverview, and they have the basketball. They dump to Foster at the foul line, skip pass across. Now just work perimeter. Mickle gives it up to Kinzel. Back it goes over to Mitchell. Dumps to Foster. Foster squares up, trying to get to the hoop. Has a shot blocked and rebounded by Sophie Dennis. Dennis hands the basketball off to Fulkerson. She goes quickly the other way. They try to go in the low block area, and missing the shot and close was Matthews. Ball loose, and Brenley rebounds it. Elena Brenley will bring it for the Lady Bears. Brenley has somebody behind her, and then she loses it. Now breakaway layup for Lila Jones, and she scores it. Lila Jones got the steal and the basket. She now has 12 points in the game, and it's now a 6-point lead again, 39-33. They get it across, and they throw it away. Didn't lead them enough. Turnover for Riverview, their 10th, compared to 15 for Maysville, and the Panthers will trigger in. And bringing the ball across the timeline will be Lila Jones. Jones left wing to Matthews. Dumps it down low to Dennis, but now they get it back. Downhill, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound on the deck, comes down to Foster. Missing that shot was Matthews. And here comes Courtney Mickle. Mickle left wing, dumps it to Brenley. Brenley in the lane. Looking, now skips it back out. Thought about the three, but gives it to Mickle. Mickle back on the right side, it goes to Kinzel, to Brenley. Brenley spins, little fadeaway jumper. This time misses, but Foster's there with a rebound. Hands it off, trying to step through, and the ball stripped and stolen away by number 3, Fulkerson. So Fulkerson will bring it for Maysville. Goes all the way in the corner. Matthews has it. Now skips it back out. Fulkerson, ball shot from the wing. That's going to be an air ball long, but rebounding it down low and scoring the basket is going to be number 20, Rachel Gundelfinger. She gets her second basket. She now has 4 points, now an 8-point lead at 41-33. Dumps it down, and it goes deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Bears with 5:50 to play. So with the basketball will be Riverview. They get it into Foster. Steps through, puts a shot up, misses it, got her own rebound. And has the ball stripped. There's a battle for it. The ball's still loose and comes up to Mitchell all the way across to Mickle. Courtney Mickle fires up an off-balance jumper, no good. This time rebound comes to Sophie Dennis. Dennis ahead of the pack. Going to the basket, now gives it back to Dennis. Dennis comes up with it, and they get it out to Fulkerson. There's a shot in the wing, in and out, no good by Matthews. Or actually, that shot was taken by Fulkerson, and the ball goes out of bounds to Riverview. So Foster will take a break with 5:18 to play in the ball game. Ball gets across Salinas, now to Brenley. Brenley dribbles in the lane, little jumper on the way, rolls around, no good. Rebound comes down. Coming quickly out of there with the basketball is going to be Maysville. And they throw it over the left wing. Back out front with the basketball. Gundelfinger now to the right side. Missing that shot was going to be grabbed in. Here comes the Lady Bears. Dumps it to Brenley inside. Spin move. Well, beautiful pass, but the ball is deflected, and we've got a tie-up. So it'll be out of bounds to Maysville. And Toller will come out, and getting back in will be Van Way. So with the basketball will be Maysville. Walking across the timeline with the ball is Fulkerson. Fulkerson looks, gives it up to Dennis. Dennis backs away in. Skip pass over as the ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Maysville. 41-33, 4:27 to play. Getting ready to check back in will be Evie Matthews. Matthews comes in, and checking out will be Tolar. Now with the ball, it's going to be the Panthers. They get it in, and the three ball in the way. It's going to be short, but rebound is Dennis inside, and had it blocked. Got her own rebound. Skip pass goes out. This time a three ball from the wing. That's going to be no good by Fulkerson. Grabbing the rebound is Matthews. She missed a shot. Brendley rebounds it. Brendley brings it herself straight down the middle. Throws up the shots. No good. Ball battled around and rebounded by Van Way. Now we got numbers again. This time it's Wilkerson. And she's going to be fouled. And it's going to be an offensive foul called. So turnover number 16 for Maysville. So 41-33, just under 4 to play here in the game. Back at a lot of hectic play, but nobody scoring.
Moving at a frantic pace.
That would be a good way of putting it. So with the basketball will be Maysville. Or Riverview, they get it ahead. And looked like getting hit hard with Solanas, but she went down. The ball was deflected out of bounds by Maysville, so Riverview will maintain with Mickle being the inbounder. Looking, now gets it into Brendley. Riverview's not scored yet in the period. Brendley has the basketball and backs it out. Now trying to get to the rim. Now skip pass out. Gives it up to Solanas. Now left side to Mickle. Her shot from the wings. Good. That'll be another triple for Courtney Mickle. Her fourth triple of the game, and it's a big basket. Makes it 41-36. Maysville in a hurry. Gives it up to Dennis. Dennis tries to back her way in. They just try to find somebody. Now wide open. Little shot from the wings. Right through for Fulkerson, who gets her first basket. Didn't get picked up, and it's now 43-36. Every time they get close, Maysville's been able to answer. With the basketball is Brendley. Brendley stops. Gives it up and was deflected away. She picks it up to Mickle. Now to Brendley. A foul line jumper on the way. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Fulkerson. Fulkerson comes out of there with it for Maysville. Has numbers. Now dumps it down low, but ball's kicked. It'll stay with Maysville. 2:49 to play. 43-36. 7-point lead for the Panthers, and they have the ball. The inbounder will be Lila Jones. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for famous Warehouse cheeseburger or the legendary onion rings, courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Running that little play from the wing, they just a little bounce pass to Van Way, and she was wide open, made the layup. And now 9-point lead, but Riverview comes right back and scores. Getting that basket's Anna Mitchell. Nice pass from Brendley. Makes it 45-38. Skip pass goes out. Trying to get downhill's Fulkerson. Now left wing. Three ball on the way. It's going to be no good for Matthews. Ball's loose. And it'll be out of bounds to Riverview. And Maysville wants a 30-second timeout. The score is 45-38, 2:19 to play. And we'll stay right here. Maryland's Natural Foods is proud to support our hometown athletes. Just like their teams, they believe in going above and beyond. That's why they only carry the highest quality vitamins, supplements, and teas to keep you and your family thriving. Visit them on Main Street and see why Maryland's has been our community's health store for over 40 years.
It's been a frantic pace for a fourth quarter, and I get it. Riverview trying to stay in the game and get closer. Maysville's been able to score, and offensively, they do a nice job with some of their bigs, as they would say. You know, they really do a nice job either rebounding and sticking back or designing plays to get them the ball so they can score. But I give a lot of credit to Riverview. Maysville has done their full court pressure, and they've really done a nice job beating it. But once they get back on this end of the floor, they have had some success scoring, but not enough to kind of close the gap a little bit. So we'll see. But every time Riverview gets within fighting distance, like we've said, I think over and over again in this game, Maysville has done some things to be able to score and kind of grow that lead again.
All right, it'll be Riverview ball with 2:19 to play. 45-38 the score. 7-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Courtney Mickle will bring it across the timeline for Riverview. Crosses over and goes to the left wing. Now gets it over to Brenly. Ball's deflected out of bounds. I'm going to say it was off her, and it must be true. And turnover number 12 for the Lady Bears. And here comes the Panthers. Slowly bring it across the timeline was Jones. Skip pass all the way across to Matthews. That ball's turned over. Here comes Reagan Foster, head to Mickle. Mickle will reset the offense, under 2 to play. Gives it up to Brenly, looking in the low block area. Gets it down to Foster. Foster trying to get open. Now in trouble, gives it to Brenly. Brenly dumps it now. Ball's blocked out of bounds by Sophie Dennis. Trying to get that shot was Mitchell. And it'll be out of bounds to Riverview. Mickle will be the inbounder. Looking, still looking. Now they dump it down low, and it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverview with 1:38 to play. 45-38. 7-point lead for the Panthers. Score remains the same. Foster open briefly. Now she gets it back. Steps back, puts the shot up, in, and she's fouled. Reagan Foster gets a big basket there. She now has 8 points, and she has a chance for a 3-point play.
This is her first opportunity to the line today.
45-40 the score. Checking in the lineup will be Rachel Gundelfinger. And Reagan Foster will try to make a 3-point play. Has 8 points in the game. And make it 9 as she knocks down the throw. 45-41, 4-point lead. With the basketball is going to be out front is Fulkerson. Fulkerson trapped, now gets it over the left side to number 10, Lila Jones. Back to Fulkerson to Jones. Jones liberally out front. Brenly, they try to trap, but they stay out around the timeline. Looking, now they go to the corner. Now they go to Dennis, back out. Jones has it. She's dribbling, almost has it stripped and stolen away. Now dribbles all the way across the side with 1:02 to play in the ball game. We hit 1 minute. The ball's out front, and ball stripped and stolen away nicely by Riverview, putting the shot up, missing it, but Brenly runs it down. We got a tie up. So a good steal by Riverview, but it's Xana Mitchell with the steal. And it'll be a foul on Maysville. It'll be Riverview ball on the sideline with 50 seconds to play, down 4. 45-41. Lady Bears hanging right in here. Never been able to get it below that 4-point barrier. So with the basketball will be Foster has it. She looks, gives it to Brenly. Brenly backs up. Now she will take it to the hoop. She has it stripped and she has it stolen away. With the steal is going to be Fulkerson. Steps through and she's going to be fouled.
Yeah, she took it right to Mickle, knew exactly what she was doing to try to draw the foul, and it was successful. So she's going to go to the line for the first time today.
So Fulkerson to shoot 2. She has 2 points in the game. Getting ready to check in. Number 11 will be Maddie Cisse, freshman. First throw's going to be good for Fulkerson. She now has 3. Cisse getting in. Comes in at a crucial point in the ball game. Throw on the way. That hits them both. So big 2 points there for Maysville. That gives her 6. Now they're working across to Mickle. And now Riverview wants a full timeout. The score is 47-41, 6-point lead for Maysville. We'll be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your local Erie agent in Coshocton is Albertson Lawrence Agency. Get a quote today.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
47-41, 6-point lead for Maysville, and it's been one of those games that Riverview had it to 45-41, had the basketball, turned it over, and just have not been able to get that under that 4-point margin.
Man, the Bears just came across half court, called that timeout. I'm looking at the stats so far, and Courtney Mickle with those 4 3-pointers so far in this game, so potentially drawing up a play to possibly get her the ball. With this 6-point deficit, what can they do with the 29 seconds they have left to try to get back in this game?
All right, it was only 29 seconds to go as mentioned, and Courtney Mickle will inbound, gets it into Brenly. Brenly looking, trying to get it to, and shot is missed by Mickle. She got it, now she gets it back, now gets to Brenly. She's going to try a triple. That's going to be short, no good. Ball run down in the corner and stepping through, and then a foul's called. And Lila Jones grabbed the rebound. And we've got waiting to see what they're going to do here. A timeout was called so I guess this will be a full timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place, ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
Yet they'll be out of bounds in front of us, but not a ton of time left in this game.
Now, and the last time, we had that play drawn up, so we'll see defensively with Maysville having the ball what Riverview can do here.
All right, it'll be on the baseline, inbounding basketball will be Miley Fulkerson. 1-3 high will be the set here. Now they break and get it in, and here they do. And with 14 seconds, they just dribbling it down. Now somebody's going to have to foul. With the basketball is Lila Jones, and they do pick up the foul, but it's only the second team foul. That's the biggest problem because they can't get them on the line.
Nope.
Only 8 seconds to go. And Cisse gets back in. And now looks like we're ready to go. The inbounder once again will be Fulkerson. Fulkerson looking. Now they get it in. Had a chance, but they're just going to try to dribble. Now she will take it and lay it in, and that's going to be an easy basket for Lila Jones. She has 14. And Foster lets it go at the buzzer, and that's the ball game. And Maysville has survived Riverview here this afternoon by a 49-41 score. And the Maysville Panthers, even their record at 9-9, Riverview will drop 2-14 on the season. We'll be back and tell you about it. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit BuckeyeCareerCenter.org to learn more.
McWayne-Ductwell is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne-Ductwell is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health. Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available at all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Hi, I'm Reggie Miller. Hi, I'm Marty Miller. Tax refund season is here, and it's time to turn that refund into a ride. Come see us at RAM 5-Point Auto Sales, 1102 Chestnut Street. Where you driving, dreams come true. Also, good luck to our favorite Redskin, Quentin Summers.
Riverview hung tough most of the evening, but was not able to hang on as Maysville comes into Riverview and defeats the Lady Bears by a score of 49-41. It was tied at the end of the first quarter, 6-6. Maysville took a 4-point lead at halftime. It was 21-17. They maintained that 4-point lead after 3 at 37-33. Then hit a couple foul shots late and got an easy layup, and they go on to win it in the fourth quarter by a score of 49-41. Take a look at individual scoring the game. First for the winners, Maysville was led in scoring by Lila Jones, who had 14 points in the ball game. She had 1 triple, 6 2-point field goals, and a free throw for her 14 points. Also, Evie Matthews had 13 on 2 triples, 3 2-pointers, and a free throw. 12 points for Sophie Dennis inside. She had 6 field goals, rounding out the scoring. They had 4 points from Rachel Gunderfinger and 4 points from Miley Fulkerson. Getting a basket was Isabella Van Way. That is the 49-point total for Maysville. For Riverview, they were led in scoring by Elena Brenley. Big night for her, a well-rounded game. She finished with 15 points in the ball game. She had 6 field goals and the 5 free throws. 6 field goals and 4 free throws for her 15-point total. Also involved was Courtney Mickle with 12 points, hitting 4 triples. 9 points for Reagan Foster, 5 points for Anna Mitchell. That is the 41-point total for the Lady Bears. Now with the final team numbers, here's Stephanie Snider.
Thanks, Dad. We'll start with Riverview. They had their total of 41 points. With their 3-point shooting, they were 4 of 15 for 27%. Their 2-point field goals, they were 11 of 43 for 26%. From the free throw line, they were 7 of 8 today. With rebounding, they pulled down 24 total and had 13 turnovers during the game. Maysville had their total score of 49 points. With their 3-point shooting, they were 3 of 17 for 18%. Their 2-point field goals, they were 18 of 37 for 49%. A perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line today. They had 31 total rebounds and then 18 turnovers during the game.
All right, and I'll tell you what, it was a good effort by the Lady Bears. They came in with only 2 wins, but they felt like they could compete, and they really did. Just could never get over the hump when they on that 6-8 point area.
Absolutely, they did so many things well with their patience offensively, seeing the floor really well. I think that Elena Brenley does a great job recognizing who's available. Like I said earlier in the game, she and Reagan Foster have a nice developed probably a relationship across the years that they've been playing together, so they know where each other is on the floor and they can rely on each other, and it's really nice to see these athletes coming together. And like Coach Brenley was saying prior to the game about that effort of trying and that effort of not giving up, and I really saw that from them today. They worked together, and again, like you said, they couldn't quite close the gap, but they did a lot of things well, a lot of successful things, and so I think you have to think about that moving forward. You know, they came off of the win from earlier this week, and it was a very competitive game. Maysville did a nice job. They have a lot of solid players. They did well inside the paint today. And so they walk away with the win, but I do see a lot of successful things out of Riverview today.
All right, last order of business for us will be the Warehouse Steakenstein player of the game, and that's going to be Elena Brenley with those 15 points, also 6 rebounds and a bunch of steals, which we don't keep. But she'll be the recipient of a gift certificate good for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order the legendary onion rings, courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. I want to thank the Claxon communication crew for being here with us this afternoon. Logan McPeek and Ryker Prysi on the camera. Ellen Hardesty back at WTNS Central. My partner Stephanie Snider here today. Once again, the final score is Maysville winner over Riverview by a score of 49-41. I'm Steve Corries. Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Thank you for listening. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.